17 was a time of change for many. It was for Victor Frankenstein too. He lived in Geneva, a city nestled among the Swiss Alps. Victor was about to embark on a new chapter in his life. He was going to university. Victor's parents decided he should study at Ingolstadt. It was a renowned institution. Ingolstadt was in Germany, far from home. Victor's father believed this would broaden his horizons. Exposure to different cultures, he argued, was essential. This move marked a turning point for Victor. He would be leaving his family and friends behind. He would be stepping into the unknown. This journey was both physical and intellectual. It would shape Victor's destiny in ways he could not have imagined. But fate had other plans. Tragedy struck before Victor could even leave for Ingolstadt. Leaving home for the first time is never easy. It's a moment filled with mixed emotions, a blend of excitement and fear. It's harder still when you're leaving behind loved ones who have been your support system. Victor was close to his family. They had shared countless memories, from joyous celebrations to quiet, intimate moments. He cherished his moments with them, especially the family meals where stories and laughter were abundant. The thought of being away filled him with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Eager to explore new horizons, but anxious about the unknown. His parents, though, convinced it was for the best. They had always encouraged him to pursue his dreams and ambitions. They believed in the power of education and the opportunities. They wanted Victor to experience the world, to see beyond the confines of their small town. They knew he would thrive in a new environment, where he could grow and learn.
I understood their reasoning. I knew they wanted the best for me. I too was eager to learn and grow. The prospect of new knowledge excited me. I had a thirst for knowledge that seemed unquenchable. I was particularly interested in natural philosophy, the study of the natural world and its phenomena. I wanted to understand the mysteries of life and death, to uncover the secrets that lay hidden in the natural world. Ingolstadt, with its prestigious university, seemed like the perfect place to pursue my passions. It was renowned for its academic excellence. It was a hub of intellectual thought, boasting renowned professors who were leaders in their fields. I was ready to immerse myself in this world of learning, to soak up all the knowledge I could.
But before he could set off, a dark cloud loomed over his future. It descended upon the Frankenstein household, casting a shadow over their lives. Joy turned to sorrow in an instant. Elizabeth, Victor's beloved companion, fell ill. Scarlet fever, they called it. It was a ruthless disease. The family was distraught. Caroline, Victor's mother, immediately took charge. She was a woman of immense strength and compassion. She nursed Elizabeth tirelessly, putting her own health at risk. Her love for her family knew no bounds, but fate, it seemed, was cruel. Caroline, too, contracted the disease. Her condition deteriorated rapidly. The family was devastated. They watched helplessly as the illness consumed her.
On her deathbed, Caroline expressed her deepest wish. She yearned to see Victor and Elizabeth united in marriage. It was a bittersweet moment, filled with both love and sorrow.
Caroline's death left a void in Victor's life. It was his first encounter with death's finality. The pain was unbearable. It shook him to his core. The shadow of death lingered over the Frankenstein household, casting a pall over every corner of their once lively home. Grief hung heavy in the air, a tangible presence that seemed to weigh down their very souls. Victor, consumed by sorrow, was in no state to live. His heart ached with the loss and his mind was clouded with despair. His studies seemed trivial in the face of such loss. The books that once inspired him now lay forgotten, collecting dust. His father, however, insisted he stick to the plan. He believed that continuing with his education was crucial. He argued that Ingolstadt would provide a much-needed change of scenery, a fresh start away from the shadows of their home. It would allow Victor to heal and grow, to find solace in new surroundings and perhaps rediscover his passion for learning. He reminded Victor of his mother's wishes. She had always dreamed of seeing her son achieve greatness. She would have wanted him to pursue his dreams, to honor her memory by striving for excellence.
Reluctantly, I agreed. The weight of my family's expectations and my mother's memory pressed upon me. I bid farewell to my heartbroken family and set off for Ingolstadt. The journey ahead seemed daunting, yet necessary. My heart was heavy, but a flicker of hope still burned within me. I clung to the belief that this path would lead to healing. I had a purpose, a goal to strive for. my studies would be my refuge, a way to channel my grief into something meaningful. I would honor my mother's memory by excelling in my studies, by becoming the person she always believed I could be.
The journey was long and arduous, each mile taking me further from the familiar and deeper into the unknown. Victor couldn't shake off the feeling of dread that had settled over him. The weight of his loss and the uncertainty of the future loomed large. He was leaving behind everything he knew and loved, stepping away from the comfort of his family and the memories of his mother. He was venturing into the unknown, both geographically and emotionally. The path ahead was uncertain, but it was a journey he had to undertake. Victor arrived at Ingolstadt with a mix of apprehension and anticipation. The university was as grand as he'd imagined, its halls steeped in history. It was clear that he was walking in the footsteps of great minds.
I soon met my natural philosophy professor, a man named M. Krempe.
Krempe was a stern and imposing figure with a reputation for being brilliant but intimidating. Eager to impress, Victor told Krempe about his interest in alchemy.
I've always been fascinated by alchemy's mystical approach to knowledge.
Krempe scoffed, dismissing alchemy as outdated nonsense. He ridiculed Victor's interest in such archaic practices, urging him to focus on modern science.
His words stung. They shook my confidence.
Victor began to doubt his own interests. Was he on the wrong track? Had he been wasting his time with alchemy? Disheartened by his encounter with Krempe, Victor began to question his path. The once clear vision of his future now seemed clouded and uncertain. He felt lost and uncertain. Doubts crept into his mind, making him wonder if he had made the right choices. He wondered if he was cut out for university life. The rigorous demands and the dismissive attitudes of some professors weighed heavily on him. But then, he met another professor, Emma Waldman. This meeting would change everything for Victor.
Victor, come in. I've been expecting you. Tell me, what's troubling you? You seem burdened by something.
Waldman was the antithesis of Krempe. Where Krempe was harsh and dismissive, Waldman was kind and understanding. He was kind and encouraging. His demeanor was warm and his words were filled with genuine concern. He listened patiently as Victor poured out his anxieties. Every fear, every doubt, Waldman took them all without judgment.
I don't know if I'm on the right path. Alchemy fascinates me, but everyone seems to dismiss it. They say it's outdated, a relic of the past.
I understand your fascination with alchemy, Victor. It's a field rich with history and mystery. While it has its limitations, it laid the groundwork for modern science. Many great discoveries stemmed from alchemical pursuits. It laid the groundwork for modern science. The transition from alchemy to chemistry was a pivotal moment in scientific history. Let me show you the wonders of chemistry and natural philosophy. There is so much to explore and discover.
Waldman spoke with passion about the wonders of chemistry and natural philosophy. His enthusiasm was infectious. His words ignited a spark in Victor. A new sense of purpose began to take root.
Imagine a future where disease is conquered, where our understanding of the human body is unparalleled, and human suffering is alleviated. The potential of science is boundless. Science has the potential to unlock the secrets of life itself. The mysteries of existence are within our grasp.
Victor was captivated. He felt a renewed sense of determination and excitement. He had never heard anyone speak with such enthusiasm about science. Waldman's passion was a beacon of light in his dark moments. Waldman's words resonated with him on a deep level. They stirred something within him, a desire to learn and discover. He knew he had found his calling. The path ahead was clear, and he was ready to embrace it with all his heart. That night, Victor couldn't sleep. Waldman's words echoed in his mind. He was filled with a newfound sense of purpose.
Science, not alchemy, holds the key to unlocking the mysteries that fascinate me.
He spent the night poring over his books. He devoured every word, eager to make up for lost time. He saw the world with new eyes, noticing the intricate workings of nature all around him.
Mother, I know you would have been proud of me for finding my passion. I vow to make you proud.
He would dedicate himself to science. He would push the boundaries of human knowledge. A surge of ambition coursed through him.
I will conquer death itself. I will cheat nature of its secrets.
Little did he know this ambition would become his downfall. The next morning, Victor sought out Monsieur Waldman. He told him about his decision to devote himself to natural philosophy and expressed his gratitude for Waldman's inspiring words.
Professor Waldman, your words have given me clarity. I want to dedicate myself to natural philosophy.
Victor, I'm delighted to hear that. I see a brilliant mind in you, eager to learn and explore. Let's embark on this journey together.
Under Waldman's tutelage, Victor flourished. He excelled in his studies and immersed himself in the world of chemistry and anatomy. He spent countless hours in the laboratory, conducting experiments, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge.
I want to understand the mechanisms of life. I dream of unlocking the secrets of creation itself.
His ambition, however, began to take on a life of its own. He became obsessed with the idea of conquering death. He believed that science held the power to transcend the limitations of mortality. As Victor delved deeper into his studies, his ambition grew bolder. He was no longer content with simply understanding the natural world. He wanted to control it, to bend it to his will.
If I can understand the spark that animates living beings, I can replicate it. I can cheat death. I can become like God.
The seeds of his downfall were sown. His noble intentions became twisted by his unchecked ambition. He failed to consider the consequences of his actions.
I will stop at nothing to achieve my goal. The ends justify the means.
Driven by his hubris, Victor embarked on a dangerous path. His journey from Geneva to Ingolstadt had set him on a course that would lead to both triumph and tragedy. He was about to unlock secrets that were better left buried. He was about to unleash a force that would consume him